Good morning everyone and welcome to the video lecturer 4 on sequencing. So in the two to three videos we have seen the two kind of problems where we had there are n number of jobs, 2 machines, and the second kind n number of jobs, 3 machines. And this particular problem will be dealing with n jobs, m machines, and sometimes they have given n jobs, n machines also, right? Means the job numbers and machine numbers are equal. So that kind of a problem we will deal today. That is what we known as CDS heuristic, n jobs, m machines. Okay. So let us not go in detail about the steps. Okay, directly I will tell you how actually you need to solve the problem. So the theory part will not be asked in the examination. Okay, so this is going to be an important question for 14 to 16 marks. Okay, so find the total minimum elapsed time using the CDS heuristic for the following flow chart problem. So here there are 4 jobs and 4 machines are given, and the time required for each particular job also they have given, okay, in hours. Okay, so now how to find out the sequence here? See, if you have 2 machines, we can easily do it with the help of a sequence table and we can solve it. And if there are 3 machines, so we need to add 1 2 to make one machine, and machine 2 and machine 3 to make another column, and then we would have solved it. So now there are 4 machines. Okay, then how to solve this is, as there are 4 machines, 3 iteration we need to solve. So how is, here is a way. So see, first what we need to do is, first consider only machine 1 and machine 4 to find the sequence. See how it is. Only consider machine 1 column, okay, and machine 4 column. Neglect second and third, and find the best sequence possible. Okay, again with the help of this all processing time, find the total minimum elapsed time. Okay, so here they have not asked about the idle time, only they have asked the minimum elapsed time. Okay, so that's why, so I will tell you how it is. See, first consider only machine 1 and machine 4, then try to find the sequence possible. So see, first is what, the least time is 2. This is the job 3 which is on the left hand side, so take this third job left hand side. Then after 2 there is a 4 which is a fourth job, and this is on the right hand side, so take on the right hand side. Then after 2 4 6, you take this or this, take 2 for example. Okay, so 2, this second job is on the left hand side, so take on the left hand side. Then only only vacancy is 1, that you keep it here. Okay, now 3 2 1 4 is the best sequence possible. Now the same procedure, whatever the procedure we have used for the n jobs 2 machines and n jobs 3 machines, that is previous 2 kinds, the same way you need to find the in processing time output. Okay, so machine 1 2 3 4, this time 4, for the 4 machines you need to solve the total processing time. Okay, fine. I hope you will solve the same way. Okay, so better you solve this, right? So this is the total time required to complete all the jobs on all the machines. Okay, 62 hours. Then this is one alternative. Okay, so this is not the final sequence and final solution. Okay, so there are other way through which you can find the sequence, right? Okay, so in the second iteration, let us add machine 1 and machine 2 to make the one column. Okay, and machine 3 and machine 4 to make another column. So see here, machine 1 processing time and machine 2 processing time, they have added 8 plus 6 14, 6 plus 14 20, like this they have added here. And machine 3 and machine 4, 14 plus 16 30, 4 plus 10 14, in that way they have added here. So they have made the two columns by adding 1 and 2 to make 1, 3 and 4 to make another column. Okay, so now again find the sequence. See, 6 is the minimum time, which is on the left hand side. Which job it is? 3 you take on the left hand side. Then after 6 you will be having the 10. Okay, so 10, which is fourth job, this is on the right hand side, so keep on the right hand side. Then after 6 and 10, 14 is let us take this one. This is on the left hand side, this job, so take 1 here and 2 will be here. Okay, 3 1 2 4 is the best sequence possible. Okay, so now again with the help of same procedure, okay, the way you have solved this one or solved the previous problems, the same way you find out, and finally you will get the 60 minutes will be the final solution. Okay, so again this is not the final solution, right? So we have one more iteration. In that iteration, let us add machine 1, machine 2, machine 3 to make one column. Fine. And machine 2, machine 3, machine 4 to make another column. Then we'll find the again sequence, right? So here no need to first find out the sequence. 14, so 14 that is third job on the left hand side, so third job on the left hand side. Then 18 which is fourth job on the right hand side, so on the right hand side. Then 24, okay, 3 4 you just leave it, only consider first row and second row. So out of this 24 which is job 2 on the left hand side, so left hand side, and only vacancies 1, you just keep it here. So 3 2 1 4, this is the best sequence possible. And don't solve the problem further, okay, because 3 2 1 4 is the best sequence we have already got. See here, in the very first sequence, 3 2 1 4 sequence we have got, and for that particular sequence we found the solution also, right? So no need to solve here once again. Okay, no need to solve once again here. So just stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, or iteration 1 2 3, and the sequence which you have got for a first iteration, that you write here. Okay, and what is the total time you have found out, that you tabulate here. So from this table we can able to understand that 60 minutes is the total time minimum we have got from the sequence 3 1 2 4. So now this is going to be the best sequence possible, and this is the total minimum time to complete the 4 jobs on all the 4 machines. Okay, so this completes the third kind of a problem, and this is the only one problem they have given in the textbook. Okay, in the exercise you have so many, okay, you just solve 1 or 2 questions on this particular kind. Okay, this is important. Fine. Okay, so now the next kind of a problem is scheduling of 2 jobs on M machines. See, here we have a very different kind, because here we have only 2 jobs, but there are different machines. Understanding? So here we need to here we need to find the solution, that is the total minimum time to complete 2 jobs on all the machines with the help of a graphical method. Okay, so as there are only 2 jobs, okay, let us draw a graph. Okay, simple XY coordinate. Okay, we need to take x1, that is horizontal line that indicates J1, okay, and vertical line J2, we'll see how to solve the problem in the next video.